POSTCAST, disappointing night for the Utah Jazz tonight, disappointing performance against the Phoenix Suns, and Jeff Hornacek said it to us at halftime. They just came out soft, built themselves too big a hole, really, in a lot of ways to be able to recover from that, and then, just never were able to get going. But, I mean, Jeff said it to us at halftime. We were just soft. You play soft in this game. They took the action to us, and you can't come back from that.
And they become the aggressor team, outscoring the Jazz 34-22 in that first quarter, and it was just a reversal of how the Phoenix Suns have been playing all season long. They've been behind in most games in the first quarter. Now, true enough, this team is getting better. They've added Jermaine O'Neal, and he's going to give them some help there in the middle. They've continued to change the lineup. Now, I'm not sure if Scola is just a setup man for someone else, but that's the rotation that they're using right now, and they've won 2 in a row.
Jermaine O'Neal does actually change who they are dramatically. It's a pretty good backup center defensively to have on your roster. The game was lost really though on the perimeter, both offensively and defensively early in this game. We can dig into it a little bit. Offensively, it fell apart because as the Suns came out and played pressure defense, and that's really where Jeff was talking about, that they were soft, was that the defense pressure was kind of unnerving them and breaking them out of what they do.
And David, that's when you must execute very well. That's when you must run good routes. When teams are that aggressive and they're hounding you all over the floor, you set a good pick and you get the team in a scramble, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get a good shot somewhere. And in the Jazz, they just did not do that. They just came up the floor, just nonchalant, and as Jeff pointed out, soft, and they got taken out of their offense and got outscored. I mean, 34-22. I mean, that should never happen to the Jazz.
Now, on the other end was the defensive end where Goran Dragic set the tone early. I think he had 10 first-quarter points. The Suns closed that first quarter a 16-6 run, and the Jazz really, they got to within 4, but they never really got back in the ballgame. And what was Dragic able to do early in this game? The Jazz just couldn't handle it.
Well, first of all, he would run off 2 or 3 picks sometimes. Well, not as many as 3, but a couple of picks a lot of times, and he's very good off the dribble and got himself to the point where he could set his man up and go to his left. And when he was able to go to his left, he was able to get all the way to the basket, or he had so many options there. And the Suns started to knock down shots. You're looking at that first quarter, it was all Shannon Brown and Dragic, the point guards. I mean, the guards, and then Michael Beasley came in with 8 points in that first quarter. So the guards really took it to the Jazz early in the ballgame.
The bummer for me on this one, the Jazz have been playing really well, and I think these happen. I mean, I think, you play 82 a night, and there's probably, there's kind of the old phrase that, this is what made the Bulls 72 so incredible. There's kind of a feeling like there's 15 you're going to lose no matter what, and there's 15 you're going to win no matter what the scheduler gives you. And frankly, tomorrow might be one where the schedule gives it to us because Memphis is in the first quarter right now against Denver and has to fly in as well. But this kind of falls in that 15. But the bummer to me is you couple this one and that Houston loss, which Marvin and Derek were both out of. But those were what games where I really thought this team could have propelled that momentum. Ty keeps talking about, can we get momentum, can we get momentum? Well, if you got that Houston game, you would have won 2 or 3 on that trip, then you would have come in here having won, 4 of your last 5, and suddenly you've won 6 of 8, and even if you drop this one, then you're all right because you won 6 of 9. This one would have been the one where you've won 5 in a row, and you're going home before you go on that road trip. It's that one, I don't know, the bridge games, whatever you want to call them.
We look at stat sheets, and schedules, and we see those things. It don't happen a lot, you look at situations where you can have runs and you can put yourself in a great situation, and the Suns are not a bad team. I mean, these are professional basketball teams, and so that's wishful thinking a lot of times, but it averages out, and most coaches look at it that way. We're going to lose some that we shouldn't win and win some we shouldn't lose.
Well, I mean, the reality on this one,
I don't even know if I said that.
That's
right.
all right.
Yeah.
I mean, what you just said is so accurate. You're not beating these teams twice on their home floor. In New Orleans, that loss felt terrible. Frankly, you equaled that out when you went and got the next one.
Yeah.
Now the question is, when you go to Houston the next time this year, can you go get it? And when we come back here early in January, can you come get that one? If you win 1 of 2 against Phoenix on their home floor this year, that's a very good accomplishment because these teams, do win about half their games at home, if not even the bad teams, and they're going to probably win more than that.
You just think how dominant you are at home, and most teams play better on their home floor. That's just the nature of the NBA, and that's what you're going to run into, whoever you're playing. I don't care if it's the worst team in the NBA. The LA Lakers. No, it's not the LA Lakers. I'm just joking.
Hey, they
I'm
beat Washington.
sorry. I shouldn't be taking shots
That's
at them
good.
like that because they're just not playing very
'cause
well.
you used
But
to
you know,
play
you're
for
looking
them.
at Toronto and
That's a
Cleveland
traitor right
and
there.
Washington and guys like teams like that really struggle.
I'm tweeting out that you took a shot at the Lakers on POSTCAST because that's the only way we're possibly going to get anyone to listen to this. Because nobody's going to listen to this on a Friday night with everything that's going on in the world. With us losing to Phoenix, why does anyone want to hear that?
Yeah.
And us play tomorrow. So the only time anyone's going to listen to this is in like the next 12 hours. No one's going to do it, but I'm tweeting out that Ron Boone took a shot at the Lakers, and that'll get us a few hundred people to watch this.
Okay.
Thanks, Ron.
Anything for the show.
Bye,
David.
guys. Jazz lose 99-84.